Interviewed the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin.
Tucker Carlson is lying from the streets of Russia, no less.
Not a single Western journalist has bothered to interview the president of the other country involved in this conflict, Vladimir Putin.
That's a lie. Serious news outlets, including CNN, have requested Putin to interview over and over again.
A massive shakeup in Kyiv coming as Putin is trying to court the MAGA GOP in the United States. In fact, one of the leaders of the MAGA GOP is in Moscow tonight. It's the man you see here with the MAGA leader Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson. Possibly there in Moscow to interview Putin. Definitely there as a Putin-supporting celebrity. Just listen to how Russian state media is breathlessly celebrating his visit.
But why they mad, though? This video is brought to you by Tatum Store. Tatum Store. Make sure you get the merch link in the description section. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, why is the mainstream media mad about Tucker Carlson interviewing Vladimir Putin? Like this is the thing that bothers me, because it's not about what they're doing, it's why they are doing this. Why does anybody in the mainstream media, especially at CNN, care that an independent journalist is going to interview Vladimir Putin? Now, the only solution that I have, or at least the conclusion that I'm drawn to, is that they're afraid of the truth coming out. They are afraid of what Vladimir Putin is going to say uncensored, and not in an interview where it's a gotcha and they do a 60-minute interview and then they cut it all up into pieces to make him look bad. They know that Tucker Carlson is going to give him a fair interview. And they're terrified because I feel like they've been lying about the man this whole time. Let's just keep it a buck. I feel just like they do Donald Trump. They swear he's a racist and all this other stuff. You're like, no, he's not. I've been to the White House like 5 times when Trump was the president. He treated us with the utmost respect. Nothing but black people working at the White House. Nothing but black people working in Secret Service. Nothing but black people working at the Trump Hotel. Nothing but. So when they say things, it make me question their motives. But I want to play some clips from the mainstream media so you know I'm not just making this up. You could hear them literally having a meltdown in real time. And Epoch Times wrote an incredible article about this. And I put the link in the description section. So if you want a better, more thorough synopsis of this entire conflict and perspective, just click on that Epoch Times article. It's right there in the description. And an amazing thing that Epoch Times is doing for my audience, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling y'all or not, but they hooking y'all up. I'm just giving you the real. This particular article that they wrote is not even accessible unless you have a membership, but they're giving y'all the entire article for free. So, hey, just take it for what it is. They love me that much, and I love them back. So go on and click on that, get the article there. But I'm gonna play this clip of one of the people from CNN, and just look at the vitriol and the false concern. Maybe they are concerned, but it appears to be false because it's illegitimate. They're concerns about an actual interview with Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin. Wrote a film.
A massive shakeup in Kyiv coming as Putin is trying to court the MAGA GOP in the United States. In fact, one of the leaders of the MAGA GOP is in Moscow tonight. It's the man you see here with the MAGA leader Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson.
These fools just making up stuff. MAGA GOP, the MAGA leaders. They making up a whole like mafia. MAGA is simply Make America Great Again. That's how MAGA is. Dang, these people are stupid.
There in Moscow to interview Putin. Definitely there as a Putin-supporting celebrity. Just listen to how Russian state media is breathlessly celebrating his visit.
Independent journalist Tucker Carlson has flown to Russia from the U.S. via Turkey to Vnukovo Airport. He saw Spartacus Ballet at the Bolshoi Theater, had lunch in a nice restaurant, went for a ride around town, rode the subway. He charged his smartphone via a USB port and connected to a fast and free Wi-Fi internet.
I can't even believe their translation of that. That just sounds so uneventful. But Tucker Carlson is a celebrity. If Tucker Carlson walked down the streets of the United States of America, there will be paparazzi taking his photos. He is a celebrity. Of course, when a man like that go to Russia, they're probably going to talk about it.
He charged his phone, although they're knowing the details about the fact that it was during USB port may give him reason to think twice about all of this. But look at them talking about him like a celebrity. Everything he does on camera, breathlessly repeated. Now, it is unclear if an interview between Putin and Carlson will take place, but if it does,
it's confirmed.
It gives Putin a chance to sit down with a big supporter.
It gives Putin a chance to sit down with a big supporter. What does it matter if he's a supporter or not?
It might be worth asking yourself, since it is getting pretty serious, what is this really about? Why do I hate Putin so much? Has Putin ever called me a racist? Has he threatened to get me fired for disagreeing with him? Does he eat dogs? These are fair questions, and the answer to all of them is no. Vladimir Putin didn't do any of that.
That's a supporter of Vladimir Putin, because he's just giving factual information about the man.
I'll actually always remember watching that clip. I was standing in Ukraine 48 hours before the war began there. Well, Carlson then stood by Putin consistently all the way through. And that is why he can go to Moscow now without any fear of being summarily imprisoned. He's a hero. This was Putin's mouthpiece in the United States. Somebody
Putin's mouthpiece in the United States,
who had turned a blind eye to the atrocities committed by Putin because they were happening far away. Once vibrant towns turned to ruins, mass graves with dozens of bodies in the Kyiv suburbs, a theater full of innocent women and children.
Propaganda. Let's go to the next mindless woman. Make sure y'all hit that link for Epoch Times, because their article is really good. Roll the clip.
To interview the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin.
Tucker Carlson is lying from the streets of Russia, no less.
Hold on. She gonna eat crow so bad, Tucker Carlson should sue her. This is what he says.
To interview the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin.
I'm here to interview Vladimir Putin in Russia. He's confirmed that it's happening. And on mainstream media and television, this is how they respond to that. It's confirmed that he's getting ready to interview Vladimir Putin.
Tucker Carlson is lying from the streets of Russia, no less.
Not a single Western journalist has bothered to interview the president of the other country involved in this conflict, Vladimir Putin.
That's a lie. Serious news outlets, including CNN, have requested Putin to interview over and over again.
But you didn't interview him. He said they didn't bother to interview. That means you did not interview him. The interview didn't occur. Where's the evidence that you sent requests time and time again? Where's that evidence at?
Most Americans have no idea why Putin invaded Ukraine.
True.
Or what his goals are now. They've never heard his voice.
Another lie. Serious news outlets, including CNN, have covered and, of course, reported on Putin's words since this war began, including one of his baseless justifications for the invasion of Ukraine, which he initially claimed was to stop the Nazis.
Baseless? Y'all didn't interview her. So what do you mean you're reporting on the reason that the war started? You didn't even talk to the man. Y'all never talked to him. There's no interview that exists. And they throw out the word baseless. According to who?
First, because it's our job. We're in journalism.
Listen to this very clearly, because I already watched the video. He said, it's our job. We are in journalism. Tucker Carlson is independent. He is a journalist. He's independent. He does not work for Fox News anymore. He's independent. She knows it. I know it. That's why he in Moscow. But listen to what this woman says.
Tucker Carlson is not a journalist, not even close. And his former employer in a court case actually agreed. Quote, the general tenor of the show should then inform a viewer that Carlson is not stating actual facts about the topics he discusses and is instead engaging in exaggeration and non-literal commentary.
Which is a lawsuit about him at Fox not being an independent journalist. Conflating the two is mindless. Listen, this is in 2020. The article, it says September the 24th of 2020. This is not, that's 4 years ago. They're taking something from a statement that was presented 4 years ago and trying to project it into his future as an independent journalist. Disingenuous at best.
2 years into a war that's reshaping the entire world, most Americans are not informed. They have no real idea what's happening in this region, here in Russia or 600 miles away in Ukraine.
Facts.
For 2 years, real journalists have risked their lives to report from the ground each and every day in Russia and in Ukraine, including 2 U.S. journalists who are right now baselessly being detained by.
Oh, yeah. All right. I like to see some evidence of what you're talking about because there ain't no evidence according to my book. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all make the determination you think they crazy or not. But like I said, to be informed, I always like to present a well-documented article with some of these topics because I got to rush through this stuff. I can't sit here and explain it all day. So go to the Epoch Times article, click on it, and you get access to a restricted article. You get it for free because you know me. I'll see y'all on the next one.